Hi everyone, I'm Brenna, and in this video we are going to be making our diversity charm bracelet, okay? So here's how we do this. First, our supplies. We have our string, we have our beads and our little charm, and we have our little card that's going to hang off our bracelet that says Celebrate Diversity, okay? So here's how we're going to make this bracelet. We're going to take our string, okay? We are going to lay it down flat on our table or whatever we're working on, okay? We're just going to lay it down flat. It's going to stay laying down like this the whole time we make the bracelet, okay? We're not going to pick it up until the end when we tie our knot, okay? So we're going to leave it just like this, lay it out flat, and leave it alone, okay? So now I'm going to dump out my beads. You can really make this any way you want. I mean, we have letters, so we're going to spell out the word diversity. But when it comes to the different colored beads, you can put them on wherever you want, as many as you want, in any pattern that you feel like. It's up to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put on a couple beads, and then I'm going to put my letters, and then I'm going to put my charm, and then maybe a couple more beads. We'll see, okay? But really, as long as you spell the word, and put your little charm on, the rest of the beads you can put however you want, okay? So I'm going to start, I'm just going to take a yellow bead, and I'm going to slide it right on my string. I'm leaving my string down on my table, you guys. I'm just putting my bead on and sliding it across, okay? Just taking my bead. There, now you can see my string better. Taking my bead, putting it on my string, and sliding it across. I'm not picking my string up at all. If we pick our string up, the beads can slide off the other end, okay? And we don't want to do that. So we're just going to keep our string down on the table and slide our beads on the bracelet, okay? So I'm just putting on some colored ones. If you want to do more colored ones, you can. I'm just going to do a couple. And then I'm going to spell out our word diversity, okay? Okay, I have one of every color. So now I'm going to start our spelling. The first letter in the word diversity is D, okay? If you need help spelling or if you want to do it on your own, diversity is spelled out right here, okay? So you can just follow this. That's how we spell diversity. First letter is D, so I'm going to pick up my little D charm, my little D bead, okay? And I'm just going to slide it on, just like we did with our other beads, okay? Make sure your letters are facing the right direction so that you can read it when you put it on, okay? All right, after D is I, so I'm just going to slide, slide my I right on my string. Okay, remember guys, don't put your beads all the way to the end. You see how I have this extra string? We want to make sure we have extra string on the end so that we can tie it. Just a reminder, don't push your beads all the way down your string. Alright, so we have D-I. The next letter is V, okay? So make sure we put it on in the right direction. Don't want it to be upside down. D-I-V. The next letter is E. Alright, the next letter is R. Okay, D-I-V-E-R. The next letter is S. We're just sliding them on, putting them next to each other, okay? S. The next letter is I. The dogs are running around. The next letter is T. Okay. And then our last letter is I. All right. So in order, our letters should be D, I, V, E, R, S-I-T-Y, okay? That spells diversity. Next, I'm going to put on our little charm, okay? So, you see the hole in the charm up here? We have this little loop. This is the part that's going to go on our string, okay? So we're just going to put our string through the little loop. And just like we did with our beads, we're just going to slide it down the string, okay? Alright. Now I'm going to put a couple more of my colored beads on. I don't think I'm going to use all of my colored beads. You can if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Totally up to you. I'm just going to put a couple more on so that I have beads on both sides. Okay. Just putting one of each color. If you want to do it differently, you can do it differently, however you feel like doing it. Alright? So I'm not going to use these beads. Totally okay. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. The last thing I'm going to put on is this little piece of paper, okay? It already has a loop for us. And it says, celebrate diversity, okay? On the back, it says that diversity means different individuals valuing and accepting each other regardless of skin color, gender, intellect, talents, or years. Alright? We want to celebrate diversity. We want to celebrate people no matter their differences, no matter what they look like, okay? Everyone is special, everybody's important, and that's why we need to celebrate diversity. Alright? So we're just going to take our loop right here, slide it right onto our bracelet, put our string through the big loop, and just let it hang on our bracelet, okay? Alright, here's the part that might be a little bit tricky, okay? Now we're going to tie the knot. What we're going to do is we're going to pick up our bracelet at each end, okay? So you see how I have two pieces of string on each end that don't have beads? This is where we're going to pick it up, okay? So I'm going to lift it off the table. All my beads are going to be in the middle, okay? You see it? I'm going to slide this down so that it's in the middle of my bracelet. There we go. Alright, so we have these two ends that don't have beads, okay? This is what we're going to tie our knot with, alright? So we're going to make an X, okay? Tuck one string under the other, just like we're tying our shoes, okay? Tuck one string in, and we're going to pull it tight, okay? If you want your, see, when we pull it tight, our bracelet gets really tiny. If you want your bracelet to be bigger, don't pull it all the way, okay? It's alright to leave some space in the middle that doesn't have any beads, alright? So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to, there we go. Alright, I'm going to make mine like this so that it fits on my wrist. Alright, so right now we made an X and we put one string under the other. So it looks like this. Okay? Now what we're going to do is these two pieces up at the top on the ends, we're going to cross them again. Alright, do the same thing. Tuck one into the loop and pull it tight. Just like we're tying our shoes. We're just making a knot. Okay? Once we do that, our bracelet is finished. Alright? Here's what it looks like. It says diversity. We've got our charm, we've got our little card, and I think it looks beautiful. So, I hope you guys have fun. I hope you guys learned a little bit about diversity today. Alright? And I can't wait to see you all wearing your bracelets. If you need help with your knot, you can ask a parent, okay? Ask a big sister, a big brother, anyone that can help you. I know the knot can be a little bit tricky, alright? So, I hope you have fun. I hope you wear your bracelets all over town. And I can't wait to see them. Alright? Bye, everyone.